Chris.
Yes, we've got the unofficial mayor of Anthem with us.
I think so.
Chris Prickett.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Real estate,
You got the wave down.
That's right.
whatever you'd like. Good morning, Chris.
How are you?
Let's talk real estate real quick before we get into these wonderful products. Anthem, all over the state, people are looking for homes. There's foreclosures. Anthem is coming back, as you said before, on another show. But what's the average cost of a home in Anthem right now?
Well, we have two separate communities in Anthem, and Parkside, you're looking at about $80 a square foot on average. Country Club's about $112, $115.
Which translates to?
Which translates to, well, if you've got, let's say you've got a 2,000 square foot house, you're looking at about 160 to 180 in there.
Gotcha.
And in 2006, that home was probably $300,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. I tell people we've got a half-price sale and you've got a 10% coupon.
I love it. That's a great marketing piece. Oh, you're going to put us to work. I like stuff, but I don't know if I like this kind of stuff.
You wanted me to talk about spring cleaning.
I know.
Now, there's a lot of these things that you can do that are really easy, Tanya. And two.
You have someone else do it.
Well, there you go. There you
That's the best method.
No, I'm joking.
You've got your maid or butler around.
Or your Lou.
Oh, I don't mind cleaning.
Two of the, probably the oldest and least expensive and most green cleaning supplies. You've got vinegar, you've got baking soda.
That goes in every load of my laundry.
Well, I'll tell you, and that's a good idea, but one of the things that I wanted to point out that you can do once a year, twice a year, to clean your washing machine, start a load, put a couple cups of vinegar, a half a cup of the baking soda, let it sit for about an hour on real hot, load it up real hot, let it sit for about a half an hour, and then run it through the cycle.
Without clothing?
Clean out, without clothing, with nothing in there. Clean it up, make it smell sweet, get rid of that stinky smell that sometimes you get when you open the washer. And then for the front loaders, you just use the front load because they run a little bit different than the top loaders. For the front loaders, you just put it in the two different...
Chris, shouldn't we just use vinegar? There's so many different cleaners, but vinegar is good for windows. It's good for cleaning up the carpet. It's good for everything.
Yeah, vinegar and newspaper is great for windows. Just regular, black print newspaper. It's great for windows. But something else that's great for windows, and I say this with a little bit of a laugh because this is something Windex has come out with as kind of the Swiffer version. But my wife is 5 foot nothing, so I can always tell when she washes the windows. They come up to about here. You can see through here, and then you get that thing. Well, this makes it a little bit easier. So you can put it on a pole, and just like the Swiffer pole, and reach the higher areas, and it activates with water.
I always have to do the outside windows, and the wife does the inside.
Yeah, that's usually
how it works.
Well, my wife does the inside, and then I put off the outside. That's how it works on my house. And then I put the screens up so we can't see them anymore.
Well, you've got some floor cleaner, too.
Well, actually, not floor cleaner. One of the things that people forget all the time is their kitchen granite, the stone tops.
Yeah.
And really, that should be sealed once a year. Well, we're doing our spring cleaning. What a great time. Clean off those counters. Clean them up real well with a cleaner, okay? And this also works for stone floor, but you clean your counters with this, and then you just go on with your sealer. It just sprays on, you wipe it down, maybe come back, do a second coat in an hour.
So is that like a wax then?
No, it's not a wax, it's actually a sealer, just like a sealer you would use on your stone floors. And what people don't realize, I'm sorry, Tyler, what people don't realize is that granite is porous. So you can stain granite, you can get stuff in it,
that you don't
want in it. So the sealer helps seal those pores. It makes it a little bit more.
Now, with that application, how much would that cover?
This is going to take care of. This is probably about 2 or 3 years worth of countertop. Now, if you're doing floors, it's obviously.
Remember years back there was a scare about the granite, what it was emitting. There was some toxic questions about it using granite.
Well, every stone, I mean, you talk about radon, and radon comes from the earth and the stone. So every stone, to some degree, will emit a little bit of radon. it's not a big deal. You open your windows every once in a while. The big radon scare and the big radon concern is mostly in basements where that doesn't get out because there's no airflow to get out. So what they do is they put in remediation systems, which is basically just a fan that sucks out and gets the
What's in your silver bullet there?
Well, these are, I just thought that this was really neat, and we're always talking about doing different things that are green and a little better for the environment. These, it's a little bit different, but these are all different lubricants that are soy-based. So whether it is freeing that stuck nut, or lubricating your garage door, or your bicycle, or doing some things around the house.
Been trying to free a loose.
I knew that was coming, and I serve them up, you get them out of the park.
Melvin, did you notice I didn't say that?
No, that's a Lew line.
That's a given.
This is just a great alternative, something that's a little greener. If you're looking at getting away from some of the chemicals, the petroleum-based chemicals, this is something that might give you an alternative.
Is it as expensive or less expensive?
It's pretty comparable. Yeah, it's pretty comparable. These have been around a little while.
Would this lubricate like a lock?
Yeah, there's different ones. This guy, I don't have my glasses on here, so this would be more of a penetrant, and this is a lubricator for like a garage door.
And where would you find this? Your friendly hardware store?
Yeah, I got these all at the Anthem Ace. So Ace and the Ace up here, they carry all that stuff.
The show. We love it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I love Ace myself. Lots of good service.
The black light bulb.
Okay,
We're going to open a disco.
Well, here's what I did. This isn't a black light bulb, but again, going with the green stuff, these are some kind of next generation lights. Incandescent lights, they're going away, man. In a couple of years, you're not going. It's going to be harder to find than a blacksmith. And they're tough to find, trust me. Maybe not up here, we don't. We're in the market for a good blacksmith if you know one. We do have one horse in Anthem. He's stuffed, but these are just different kind of next generations. This one is the one that I really wanted to point out. One of the things that drove me nuts when I switched to fluorescents a few years ago was they weren't dimmable. This is a dimmable fluorescent. So if you like to kind of get the lights to go down a little bit, the fluorescents, they're either on or off. They used to be. Well, now they've come out with a dimmable. So you can replace in the different rooms where you prefer to have you set the mood lighting.
The shelf life on these is a lot longer too, isn't it?
These last about 6 years, and different claims, but they're going to save you probably $75 a year, 60, 75.
So is this the latest for the floodlight?
Well, and this is the outdoor, those huge backyard lights, which you didn't have a real good alternative with a fluorescent. Well, now you do. This is called the yard light buster bulb, and instead of those big old spotlights, you can hook up something like this, and it's going to give you the light, and it's going to last. Usually these are in interesting locations. They're 20, 30 feet up, instead of changing them every year when they go.
Does it give you the same kind of brightness?
It does. Now, some people say the light's a little bit cooler. It's not. It's a little less natural. They have come up with, this is an indoor bulb that's more like a soft white bulb. So you don't have that, everybody says that they get that antiseptic doctor's office light from the fluorescents. Well, here is a fluorescent that's a warm, soft white bulb. And then the next generation that they're going to, a little expensive still, but the price is coming down, is the LED. And these suckers, they use less energy than the...
That is the wave of the future.
It really is.
Because even with your Christmas lights, people are using LED now.
And with the Christmas, they never break. So instead of buying
They do a lot of different kind of light.
They do.
Some people don't.
Well, Tanya, back in the day, we used to put candles on the Christmas tree, and I'm sure when they came out with the lights, it was